10 as we feel our first blast of the winter chill, how some local young people are making sure homeless youth in our area can stay warm as the temperatures drop.
Plus, how Waukesha is hoping to bring the community together and move forward as the anniversary of last year's Christmas parade attack draws near.
And later, the Packers game wasn't on broadcast TV tonight, which sent many fans scrambling to figure out how to watch it. We'll see the lengths some went to. That's all coming up right now at 10. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is cold out there this evening. The wind really giving us a true winter feel.
And it will likely stay this way for at least the next few days on into the weekend as well. As we take a look outside along the Beltline, on and off snow flurries basically all day today. The main thoroughfares are in decent shape. The side roads, however, in many places are quite slick.
Let's go right to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti with our first warn forecast.
Yeah, we had a couple bursts of snow that also helped make for some slick road conditions today. In fact, if we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam, you can see how we had some light snow or flurries through much of the day, but every once in a while, boom, you get a quick burst of snow like this that drops visibilities to less than a half mile for a short period of time, and then just as quickly the snow shower moves on through, and skies in some cases even cleared out a little bit. But as you take a look at high-resolution radar, still a narrow band of light snow running from around Baraboo to, say, Lodi, just northeast of Madison over towards Sun Prairie, and then into southern portions of Jefferson County around Fort Atkinson. Visibility at the Dane County Regional Airport down to a mile in that heavier burst of snow, but you can see north and south of there, visibility is generally close to 10 miles and just a few flurries. High temperatures today, 32 was the best we could do here in Madison. Some areas didn't get above freezing, and right now wind chills are in the teens to lower 20s across southern Wisconsin, even though the air temperatures are in the middle to upper 20s. Madison right now 26, Janesville's at 28, but across Dane County, we're seeing temperatures around 27 in Edgerton, 26 in Sun Prairie, and 25 degrees up in Wanakee. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy tonight. We'll see some scattered flurries. It'll be colder than last night with a low temperature of 22 degrees. The next couple of days will be unseasonably cold, but we do have a warm-up in the forecast as we head into next week. I'll tell you whether or not that will affect the weather for Thanksgiving in just a few minutes.
So as it gets colder, the harsh winter season will often leave many grumbling about the inconvenience. But for some in our area, it's a lot bigger than that. Tahalil Mohadeen shows us how a small group of people in Madison are making sure our most vulnerable are taken care of. Tahalil.
I first met the members of the Youth Action Board last October when they were given the go-ahead to get to work on their vision to support homeless youth in Dane County. And in the months since, they tell me they've been hard at work. Shining just a little bit of light.
People aren't aware of how much so it affects our community.
36 green candles and a message.
Each of the candles represents 10 youth and young adults who will experience some type of homelessness throughout any given year in Madison-Dane County.
It's part of a nationwide event called Light the Night, led by the National Runaway Safe Line to bring awareness to the experiences of homeless youth. Experiences that, for many in this room, are personal.
I experienced homelessness myself.
And to help make sure it isn't an experience felt by others, members of the Youth Action Board are sharing their plans to bring more resources to Dane County. It's their proposal to help spend a $2.5 million federal grant that was awarded to the City of Madison and Briar Patch Youth Services last October, something they've been working on for months.
It has been very emotional and overwhelming. I have been really exhausted, honestly.
Their plan is a two-parter. First, bring in a youth-centric transitional housing facility to Madison. That would cost about $1 million and would serve about 30 to 50 young people a year. And second, launch a system navigation project to help homeless youth find their way to health care, child care, and food security.
I think back to when I was experiencing it myself, and every time that we get together and work on this, I really feel as though I'm making a difference in a way that the younger version of myself really needed.
Meet tomorrow to go over the Youth Action Board's proposal. YAB members tell me they're feeling pretty hopeful their plans will be approved.
Thank you to Halil. Daryl Brooks is headed to prison for the rest of his life, soon to be out of sight and out of mind for many of us.
But for the people of Waukesha, their memories and pain won't quickly fade. Today, city leaders there spoke about plans to move the community forward from what has been an emotional year. The one-year anniversary of the Christmas parade tragedy is Monday, and the city will be holding a remembrance ceremony to honor the lives lost, support those still suffering, and come together as a community.
If we just decided that we're no longer going to have community gatherings, that would be letting evil win, and we're not going to let that happen.
The Waukesha Christmas Parade will also return next month. That'll be December 4th. To honor the victims of last year's attack, a truck with a special message will join the parade. Every detail painted on the plow, from the Waukesha Strong symbol to the blue lights and 6 hearts with angel wings. It was a team effort thanks to 11 students from Waukesha South High School.
Some of the students that were painting on the plow were actually in the parade, so it was kind of emotional for them and for me. I shared my vision, and the plow kind of evolved as they were painting.
So that's Terry Rutledge. He has been driving that truck with Waukesha County now for more than 40 years. But he has one more important assignment before he retires next month, and that is to drive that truck down the parade route.
Some Wisconsin Republicans are now urging the judge in the Brooks trial to consider running for state Supreme Court next year. Waukesha County Judge Jennifer Dorow drew fan mail and gifts from people who admired her handling of the trial that was often disruptive. There are already 2 liberal candidates and a conservative former Wisconsin Supreme Court justice running. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi today announcing she will relinquish her leadership post after leading House Democrats for 2 decades. Pelosi, the first and only woman to serve as Speaker, said she would continue to serve in the House, but will give the next generation the opportunity to lead. Democrats will be in the minority next year despite a better than expected midterm election performance. And new tonight at 10, a former executive for the Trump Organization took the stand in the criminal tax fraud trial against the organization. Today, former Chief Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg admitted the Trump Organization took part in several illegal tax practices for decades, but he testified it stopped around 2017 when Trump took office. He said the illegal practice started way back in the 1980s.
Earlier this week, we told you about a plane packed with rescue dogs that had to make an emergency landing on a golf course in Pewaukee. Well, now some of those dogs are up for adoption. The Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha County, or HAWS, triaged all 53 dogs. A little more than half went to partner shelters. Volunteers at HAWS spent time comforting the 21 that stayed, which have now been dubbed Western Lakes Loves.
More local news now. A special celebration at Madison College's Mitby Theater tonight as the latest round of MPD recruits graduate from the academy. This is the 66th graduating class, with 41 new officers receiving their badges this evening. Because of the pandemic, this is the first ceremony since 2019. So today they also took time to recognize the officers who joined the police force over the past few years as well. The Packer game just wrapping up, but many people weren't able to watch it in the first place.
Well, moving Thursday night football games to Amazon Prime this season, yet another hurdle for parts of the state that don't have access to broadband. Armand Rahman reports. Armand?
Yeah, in many parts of the state, it's not just homes that don't have internet or Prime. Bars may not either. Officials with the Public Service Commission tell me they're working as fast as they can, but applying for funds, planning, engineering, and installing equipment simply takes time.
I mean, I've been to multiple bars.
Brandon Mueller had to hustle a bit to find a bar where he could rep his green and gold tonight or watch football Thursdays at all.
And a lot of them are, oh, we don't have Prime, or we're not able to air it because we don't have Prime.
Because all Thursday night football games this season will be.
I kind of feel like the NFL sold out with it.
Streaming's going to be the thing of the future. It's got to come up a little bit with its quality, but as the internet world progresses, it's going to get better.
But that can be a problem when in upward of 180,000 Wisconsin homes and businesses, the internet world still hasn't even kicked off.
Our foot's on the gas, but broadband infrastructure and good high-performance broadband infrastructure takes time. It's fast, but can feel not fast enough if the Packers are on tonight.
With state funds, in the last 2 years, the Public Service Commission has connected more than 100,000 locations to broadband.
It's for access to health care. It's for access to the Packers games. It's for access to school and learning and economic opportunity.
The director of state broadband and digital equity says between $700 million and $1 billion federal dollars could also be coming once the government approves broadband funds from the bipartisan infrastructure bill.
We'll be able to draw down some planning funds, and that will allow us to engage more closely with local communities, build any of the data or the systems we need, so we're really fully ready when the additional revenue digital funds come down.
Planning will be a 9-month process. Then construction's also tough because of how fast the ground freezes in Wisconsin.
It's hard when people see the funding going out. I think they want broadband tomorrow, and really it's broadband in 1 to 2 years.
So in the meantime, fans will just have to survey the field for Prime subscribers on Thursday nights.
True fans will find a way to watch it.
And in the meantime, if you have internet but can't afford a service like Prime, you can apply for a federal affordability program to get $30 off of your internet bill. And if you need help getting subscribed, check your local library for digital literacy classes.
Armand, thank you. Just ahead, we'll get an updated look at your forecast. How much longer this cold weather will stick around as we inch closer to the weekend.
Plus, the latest safety report card for a handful of the most popular small pickup trucks. We'll have those results coming up next.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Enjoy great savings this month and get 33% off a complete pair of glasses.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know I am. I just want you to know I am.
Black Friday deals all month long during our huge Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Come find your new sofa, sectional, or Lazy Boy recliner on sale. And we're still offering no interest for 3 years. 30% off and Black Friday deals all month long? Yes. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today at Slumberland Furniture.
Clean, safe, fun. I was hoping daytime care for Mom would be like that. Oh, Grace's new center is so nice. Now, caring for Mom is so much easier.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since a Grace Supportive Care came to see me. It was a Grace, but it wasn't hospice.
When you're ready for hospice, you want a Grace. They helped make my dad's last weeks comfortable, calm. It was beautiful.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.99% financing or $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim an additional $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
I would never, ever, ever, ever forget this moment. Sam Smith is on the Jennifer Hudson Show. Plus, we've got Morris Day. Can you believe it? Then, here we go. A giveaway with a great cause.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. It's being called a Red Cup Rebellion.
More than 2,000 Starbucks workers in 112 stores went on strike today across the country, including right here in Madison. This also comes on the iconic Red Cup Day, when customers get red cups with certain purchases that entitle them to discounts and extra points on future purchases. The union says the strike is to protest the retaliation against union supporters and refusing to bargain with the union on its first labor deal. Roku is the latest tech firm to announce mass layoffs. Today, the streaming video player company announced plans to cut some 200 jobs here in the United States. In an SEC filing, Roku said it would cut its headcount by about 5% to ease its costs for next year, citing current economic conditions as the main driving force.
New tonight, highway safety experts put small pickup trucks to the test using more severe measures to match current dangers on our roads. This latest round looked at the impact of side crashes, which account for about a quarter of all traffic fatalities. Dania Backus has the results.
6 small pickup trucks took a beating. The nonprofit Insurance Institute for Highway Safety ran tests to see how the vehicles held up when hit from the side and generally liked the results. Becky Miller is a senior research engineer.
5 of the 6 vehicles got a good or acceptable rating. 1 received a marginal rating.
Good ratings went to the Chevrolet Colorado, the GMC Canyon, and the Honda Ridgeline.
We saw that the structure really held up to prevent the doors from coming in and intruding on the dummies.
This year's updated test smashed a heavier barrier into the pickups, 4,200 pounds, to represent a collision with an average SUV. Crews launched it at 37 miles per hour, then recorded the impact. The Nissan Frontier and Ford Ranger came out with only acceptable ratings because of the potential for head injuries to rear passengers. And while the Toyota Tacoma did well in some categories, it got a lower marginal rating because of how the impact crumbled the side of the truck.
The whole side of the structure really collapsed in significantly into the occupant compartment. Side crashes still account for nearly a quarter of the crash fatalities that are happening on U.S. roadways, so we think this is a really important topic.
The IIHS says small pickups have struggled for good ratings in the past, and these latest results are a shift in the right direction. Dania Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All 6 of the small pickups received good ratings in the original side test before the IIHS switched to those more severe conditions.
Next tonight, if a higher-end iPhone 14 is on your Christmas list, it may be harder than usual to find one before the holidays. According to Apple's website, the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max are showing as unavailable for pickup in most locations. And UBS, which tracked iPhone availability in 30 countries, found the shipping time in the United States to be 34 days. This year's U.S. Capitol Christmas tree arrived at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland today. The tree, a 78-foot tall red spruce, was harvested from Pisgah National Forest in North Carolina yesterday. It's currently on a nearly 1,000-mile journey. For the past decade, the Capitol tree has made Joint Base Andrews its final stop before being delivered to Washington, D.C.
Nearly 5,000 people have signed up to get Thanksgiving baskets at the Goodman Community Center, and with such high demand, they're still asking for your help. The Goodman Center has now given out the baskets for some 34 years, but this year, the need higher than ever before. They're specifically in need of more cooking oil, cranberry sauce, and canned vegetables.
When we turn on our TV, there's just a lot of dramatic, negative things in our world, and here's a chance for you to go and do something positive in the world.
Donations can be brought to the Goodman Center Gym anytime between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. over the weekend. They'll start handing out baskets on Saturday morning.
And Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is back with a look at our really chilly forecast.
Yeah, next couple of days, we're going to see temperatures averaging about 20 to 25 degrees below average. We've been talking about this for several days, so shouldn't come as a complete surprise, but 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We'll also have those snow showers and flurries for tomorrow and for Saturday as well. Just as we saw today, any snow shower could bring brief drops in visibility for a few minutes, and that could lead to some slippery road surfaces. But the cold weather will continue through the weekend, and then as we head toward Wednesday, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday, a weather system could bring us rain, snow, or a mixture of the two, as temperatures now are forecast to be a little bit closer to the freezing mark. High-resolution Doppler radar tonight, still a persistent band of light snow running from just south of Baraboo to around Arlington, and then Sun Prairie, and now into far southern portions of Jefferson County, right around Fort Atkinson and Whitewater. That band is starting to break up a little bit, but it's been been in the same area for a little while, so there could be some lower visibilities in that small, narrow band here. But you can see to the north and west, just some flurries. North, there are heavy lake effect snows coming in from Lake Superior into northern Wisconsin and upper Michigan, and the other side of Lake Michigan, same thing. The lake effect snow machines really have kicked in. You can see winter storm warnings in effect for northern Wisconsin, as well as parts of upper Michigan, and then lower Michigan, southwest and northwestern portions under winter storm warnings with winter weather advisories in between. But farther out to the east, these are lake effect snow warnings in effect for western New York State and northern New York State, downwind from Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Take a look at the snowfall forecast. This is through this weekend. This little bullseye area around Buffalo, it's underneath the word Buffalo, but that area could see as much as 4 feet of snow through the weekend. And same thing around Watertown. You can see that little bullseye area there. That's over 36 inches of snow forecast. The Buffalo Bills football game has been moved to Detroit because travel is going to be pretty much impossible around the Buffalo area. Around here, we're just dealing with the cold and a little bit of snow. Temperatures will get back up closer to normal as we head toward the Thanksgiving holiday. But future track radar, the European computer model doesn't show much as we head into Thanksgiving itself. You can see very little in the way of precipitation, but the U.S. GFS computer model shows that as we head toward Thanksgiving, some rain may develop, and then as colder air moves in, notice it mixes with snow to the west. So that bears some watching. Right now, rain and snow forecast is what we have for Thursday. 23 for high tomorrow, all snow or just mainly flurries, but temperatures holding steady through the day. Planning your day for tomorrow, 22 for the high in Belleville, 21 in Waunakee, 21 in Sun Prairie with plenty of clouds and a few flurries. High 21 in Prairie du Chien, maybe a break or two in the clouds there, but 25 for the high temperature in Lone Rock. The snowfall is not going to amount to very much, less than an inch if anything. Most areas just a dusting. 7 to 10 day forecast though, we come out of the deep freeze after the weekend. Then as we head toward the Thanksgiving holiday, get a mixture of rain and snow on Thanksgiving, maybe changing to light snow showers or flurries on Black Friday. The rest of the holiday weekend looking pretty good.
And coming up in sports, Columbus capped off a perfect season with a state championship. How the Cardinals got revenge in the process. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss this red-hot weekend at Hy-Vee.
Wrap up that bathroom project during the last 11% off in 2022 at Menards. Our great selection of Lion showers, bathtubs, and surrounds are a great way to start your remodel. You're sure to find the perfect one to fit your style and budget. Continue your renovations with a new vanity from Magic Woods. With over 100 sophisticated styles to choose from, it's easy to find the right match for your decor. Now is your last chance to save 11% on your bathroom update.
Save big money at Menards.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
You can get any phone you want. Any one I want? Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all. At U.S. Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
Your business is made from your DNA. Your blood, your sweat, your tears. From a gleam in your eye, you gave it what it needed to grow into the pride and joy it has become. You wouldn't dream of letting anything bad happen to it, so you lavish it with love and wrap it in the cozy warmth of the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
National call centers. They're just not the way to go, especially now that it's time for Medicare's annual enrollment period. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss this red-hot weekend at Hy-Vee.
What do the Packers get for winning their first game since October 2nd? Well, a day with the AFC South leading Titans on a short week. Positive side, the game is at Lambeau. Reigning Rookie of the Week, Christian Watson, ready to go, and boy, was he. Packed down 7-0 in the first. Not for long. Aaron Rodgers finds Watson, who goes up and gets it for the score. That's his 4th TD in the last 5 days. The Titans, they're up 20-9 in the third. More Rodgers and Watsons. I guess all number 9 does is catch touchdowns now. They'd get the 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. That's the closest they'd get. Green Bay falls 27-17. Columbus had revenge on their minds all season long, and it's shown. The Cardinals have dominated for 13 straight weeks, outscoring their opponents 633-186. But tonight was the game and the team they wanted to face, Catholic Memorial, in the Division IV state final. Remember, Crusaders ended their season a year ago in the state semifinals. Cardinals struck first in this one with their workhorse. Colton Brunel gets in for 6 from 3 yards out. Columbus takes a 7-0 lead. Later in the second, 8 seconds to go before halftime, Nathan Cotter fakes the handoff and drops a tutty dime on Jefferson Mowbray, and this one is tied at 14. Third quarter now, Columbus on the move again, and more Brunel. This time he's in from 9 yards out. 38 carries, 186 on the ground, and 2 tutties. And thanks to Corbin Hines and a 31-yard field goal, Cardinals are your state champs. Columbus knocks off Catholic Memorial to win their first state title since 1999. Win the West and win a Big Ten championship. Those were the 2 main goals the Badgers talked about way back in July, but that's obviously off the table now. Wisconsin, though, does have the chance to continue one of the longest streaks in the nation. One more win, and this group becomes bowl eligible for the 21st straight year. The last time UW missed the bowl game, back when Jim Leonard was playing at Wisconsin. This group doesn't want to be the one to end that streak.
Went to a bowl 20 straight years, so I damn sure don't want to be the first team that does it. And I'm going to do everything in my power to get this team there.
It's a big accomplishment. There's a lot of teams that, are hoping at the beginning of the season that they get there, and it's been very common here, but you have to earn it, right? You get what you earn, and it would be huge for this team.
They'll get a boost on Saturday. Ches Malusi, who's been out since injuring his wrist against Northwestern, practiced all week, and Jim Leonard said the backup running back should have a role against Nebraska. Why, you may ask, is Greg Gard packing a lot of sunscreen? Well, on Monday, the men's basketball team heads to the Bahamas to play in the 3-day, 3-game Battle for Atlantis tournament. Wisconsin opens up against Dayton on Wednesday, and the competition gonna be fierce with Kansas, USC, and Tennessee, along with others in the tourney bracket. But even though the weather's gonna be way nicer than it is here, it's a business trip for the Badgers.
There's only one purpose that we're going down there for, that's to win basketball games. But you can have fun, enjoy the sun. I know it's snowing here, so that's going to be nice to get out there and enjoy the weather. But yeah, it's a business trip for us.
We're in the Bahamas, that'll be fun. But we're there for one reason, and that's to win. We want to get another, international, tournament, championship back, and bring it back again. So we're going to go down there and have fun, but also, our main goal is to get 3 W's.
And we're back after this.
Go farther with personal checking choices. At Starion Bank, you make the decisions. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
Energy is everywhere, even in a little seedling, which, when turned into fuel, can help power a plane. At Chevron's El Segundo refinery, we're looking to turn plant-based oil into renewable gasoline, jet, and diesel fuels. Our planet offers countless sources of energy, but it's only human to find the ones that could power a better future.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Right now, during Toyota-thon, get 3.49% APR for 48 months on a new Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I've got a secret. I did all of my holiday shopping in one place. Do you want to know where? At the WISC Company in Middleton. I found Bagolini purses for Mom, Fraser fur candles, my sister's favorite, earrings for me, even Weber grill accessories for Dad. And their holiday showroom, it's a wonderland. So this season, check out the WISC Company, my holiday happy place.
The holidays can be a busy time of year. Well, I'm going to let you in on my gifting secret for a stress-free holiday season. Nothing says happy holidays like a gift you make yourself. Just add those personal touches to really make it special. And you don't have to be a professional to spread holiday cheer.
Gifting has never been easier with holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. With prices ranging from $1 to $20, they're available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Yum, yum!
Go farther with personal checking choices at Starion Bank. Like Smart Checking, it's free when you choose e-statements. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
Call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And we go to Gary for one final check.
Yeah, that narrow band of snow that's been over Madison looks like it's trying to weaken a little bit, but still some bursts of snow over around, say, Arlington, Lodi, down toward Lake Mills. Visibility 3 miles at the Dane County Regional Airport, 1.25 miles at the Bear-Boudels Airport, but outside of that, just a few flurries. So be prepared for some shots of snow, at least for the short term. Temperatures right now, mid to upper 20s.
I know it's nice in Columbus, though, isn't it? And good luck to Monroe tomorrow.
And do something good.